Alright, everyone, hello and welcome to Done by Midnight Season 6. Um, so, a lot has changed, well, since my last video and since or not my last video, but the last time I recorded, and a lot has changed since our last season of this. Oops, I've no idea what I'm doing. Workbench, right. So I will get to that in a minute, but first, this is Done by Midnight, a challenge where I have to complete Minecraft, or well, defeat the Ender Dragon before midnight. It's currently just about 8:30. Um, oh, and my sound's quite loud. Oh, it's very loud. Let's put it in there. So yeah, the well, first of all, this is the sixth season, and as in the last two seasons, there's now an added limitation for um, for us in completing the dragon, because season 1, 2, 3 we did it just standard survival, no limitations, except season 1 was just standard survival, season 2 was hardcore, season 3 was ultra hardcore. Season 4, 5, 6 were still in ultra hardcore, but things continually get taken away from us. So season 4 we could no longer enchant, I think. Season 5 we could no longer enchant or brew. And now in Season 6, we can no longer create anything with diamonds. In fact, we cannot even collect diamonds. Even for a jukebox, we can no longer make a jukebox, so I'm quite sad about that, but it's for the good of the challenge. So, I failed to complete the challenge in the last two seasons because I've died. In Seasons 1 to 3, I just continually redid the challenge until I completed it, no matter how many times I died. Although I did, in Season 3, I did it first time, which was quite cool. Um, but Um, but yeah, this time in these days, it's just I attempt the challenge. If I succeed, I succeed. If I fail, I fail, and I have to put that in. So yeah, the last two seasons I've not completed the challenge, and I think eventually I'll do something else other than these limitations. But for now, this is what I'm doing, and I think it'll, instead of becoming defeat the Ender Dragon, it'll become how long can I survive on ultra hardcore with certain limitations, because the ones I've got planned in future are quite insane. They're like impossible, basically, to even survive caving, let alone um, or Enderman attacks, let alone go to the end and defeat the dragon. So overall, they're going to get hard. But I've not made it to the end though since season 3, so that's a big aim this season. So even last season I did get diamonds, um, but I never. Well, I did. I crafted them to a chest plate, I'm pretty sure. But this season, yeah, this season's just you know maybe not as difficult as the jump to season 4 or 5 was, but hey ho, we've gotta go for it. Um, excuse me a minute, just needed to cough. But yeah, the big news is I'm now currently using a different recording software. So basically, for the longest time, I used Fraps. I used what most people would use is Fraps, and in the early days of my channel, I got 5 frames per second the whole time because I recorded in full screen, and it basically just locked the frame rate at 5 frames per second. I could go no higher, I could go no lower, so that was bad. Then after a few months of my channel, I discovered, or I can't remember if it was a month or a few months, but I discovered that if you minimize your Minecraft screen, your frame rate triples. So, oh well, doubles at best, but at best triples. So um, that was better for me, and I've been using that ever since. However, just the other day, I was revising for exams, revising, quote unquote. But I found, well, I think I can't remember what I was doing. I was looking online and I happened to find a different program that records video gameplay called, what was it, D3D Gear or something like that. And I don't mean to advertise or whatever. It's not my. I try not to do that on my channel. But from my experience currently, it's pretty sweet. This thing. It. Well, for starters, you can see my frame rate. If you look in the top left, it's at like 15, 16, which is the upper end of what I was getting when I was using Fraps with the minimized Minecraft screen. So that's good. And well, when I say that, I mean I can actually play Minecraft now in full screen and record, which is pretty good. There are a few downsides to it. For example, well, and for one thing, I should mention this is season 6 of Done by Midnight, but it's also a test. If it fails, then I'm okay with that because I'm just testing it, testing different settings and that. I should mention though that there's a few downsides. One, the thumbnails that I record don't seem to get published. I think that's just because of the format I have it in. But I'm not sure if it's the best format I have. Again, I wish to experiment with all these things. I'm not sure what AV2 is. I need to find that out. AVI, EV1, EV2, that kind of thing. So I need to experiment with all that. But yeah, this is quite exciting. I played an ultra hardcore game yesterday. I recorded it all. I won't be. Probably won't release it, or at least not until much later after I've got current ultra hardcores out of the way. But I definitely will be doing a bit more recording, hopefully. Because I mean, before, if I wanted to, I would make specific time for recording like PvP or whatever. But now if I can just play this with little lag, I might just record all the PvP I do, or most PvP I do, and put in the best stuff and all that. So that's quite good. I don't know what my intentions are here, because I can't enchant, I can't brew. Or sorry, well, sticking with enchanting, I can't enchant, so why am I killing so many cows? I guess it's just mainly for food. 22. Maybe I should get a full set of leather armor. That might be a good idea. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing. That'll do. Let's lift the furnace. The other exciting bit of news is my semester is finished for college. I have completed my exams, or exam singular. You don't get much exams in theology. Oh yeah, you know what? Before I forget, toggle perspective. It was quite funny because the other day I was using the caps button to toggle my perspective, and I was playing. What was I playing? Capture the Flag. I was recording it because I was testing the recording part of things, and I toggle perspective because I was running with a flag to see who was behind me, and I got a good view of someone chasing me and then getting hit out of the way by one of my teammates. And then I got to the end, and my caps was still on because I toggled with it. And if you toggle 3 times with caps, it's going to turn on if it was originally off. Because you need to go 1, 2, 3 to get back to the original view, and that's obviously going to turn it on. So I forgot about that. Someone said, "Have we still got the flag?" And I was like, "Yep," in chat, and it was in caps. And there happened to be like a warden online, and he was like, "James, don't use caps." So I've discovered that since when did I have a cape? That sucks. Where's the how do you change your Oh, you can't, not in this version. Well, that sucks. Am I stuck with a cape? I don't like capes, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to figure out how to undo that. It's made me sad now. Anyway, looks like it's turning night. I'm actually going to make some leather armor. Don't think we'll get full leather armor, but some leather armor is better than no leather armor.